Morning everyone, it's cold, it's wet, and this is something from the shed. Hi everyone, and welcome to something from the shed, and this is my project for the winter. This window and that window, the seals have gone on it, so I've got to replace the seals, but when I inspected the seals the other day when it was up at the Caravan site, all the wood behind it, all the timber framing that runs down the back there, God, this is really awkward. Anyway, all the timber framing for the windows, all that's rotted, right the way from about here where the water's been coming in, and then all the way down, right the way across. Even the stuff underneath here is rotted away. I'm not sure what condition the insulation is going to be in. Take all this out as neat as possible. Remove all the old rotten insulation, all the old rotten woods, wooden beams for the frames and everything. Seal up the windows on the outside so no rain gets in while I'm doing the job. And then it's going to be a case of cleaning everything down, trying to salvage as much materials as I can from removing all the old crap, if any of it is salvageable. So I'm going to start out by taking the window blinds out and stuff like that. Try and get as much off this bottom wall as I can. I may have to move these, take these out. I don't want to, but we'll see in a little bit. Anyway, I'll catch you in a few minutes once I've took as much as I can out. So I've just took off the blinds, and if we go to this window here, you can see there, I'm not sure whether you can see with the light being so poor, you can see that it's wet, it's rotted. I'm not sure whether you can see behind there either. No, it's just all knackered on that side, all knackered down that side as well. The screw didn't even come out of there, the whole blind thing just fell out. On the other side it's not too bad, but you know, if we're going to change the lot, we're going to change the lot. Anyway, I'll see you in a few minutes. Well, back. Right, so this is part way through the ripping out stage, and I've just realised that that board there, the top one, and the fascia, the facing board that's facing us, are actually, how can I put this? One board. They're two separate boards, but there's no frame behind it and like a metal case on the outside. So when I lift that top board off in a second, it goes right out to the storage compartment outside. Let's see if we can do it from in here now. See if I can get this off now. Not sure if I can do it with one hand like. Oops, nothing went through the window. There you go. You can see daylight out there because I've took the door off. So yeah, bit random, but if we go out here and look at that side, that's where it goes. That's the board that's in the living room, that's the one that's facing us, and that one up there is the top one, and it's all rotting, it's all knackered. So then we go back in here and we figure out what to do. I'll get back to you in a few minutes when I've figured out what to do. Just another quick video to show you the extent of the damage. This is the good side, by the way, the good side of the Caravan, the one that's not meant to be that rotting. You can see, if I can just get myself positioned under here so you can see my fingers in the camera. This here, this beam here, that's your framing, that's for your window. It's all done by half lap joints, so that should be alright. This board is rotting. It's just covered in mould and blech, horrible shit. When we go further along here, you'll have to forgive the poor cameramanship. It's just dripping. It's just, I mean, my fingers are, it's just piss wet from there, and all the way down the other end as well. I'm not even going to bother sticking my hand down there. That is the underside of the ledge underneath the window. As you can see, that is the rotting side, the absolute rotting side. I didn't even have to tease it out. I just hit it with the hammer, and I didn't even hit it with the hammer. I just showed it the hammer and it fell out. So that was the bad end, and as you can see it's not so bad this end, but it has still been leaking. Absolutely ruined. Big job. Looking forward to getting the new framing back in there. As you can see for that there, that's your storage compartment. That's where all your water's been going. You can see all the splash down there and everything. I've had to pull that off. That's had to come off because that bracket there screws onto the underside of your shelf here. You can see the screw holes here. So that's what I'm saying, when there was no timber in it at all, no framing timber or nothing in it. But obviously that's going to have to go back the same way, so there's no error or the seal isn't sealing properly. It's going to have to go back the same way. But for now I'm just going to seal that up in a few minutes with some duct tape and a big old plastic sheet that I've got, so no cats or anything can get in. But yeah, I'll see you in a few once I've finished. Right, so I've decided to go that one step further and put a big old plaster around the front of the caravan. Got a big old plastic sheet, goes right from the top of the roof here right the way down to the bottom, which is good. I have gently secured this in. I'm going to try and secure that in more a bit in a few minutes. See what I can do with that to try and hold it in a bit. But I'll catch you in the next video when I've pulled out all the window seals. Not sure if you can see this, I've just ripped out the really bad window seal. There's just nothing in the corner there where there's meant to be staples to keep the... Look at that. That's meant to be solid wood that goes all the way down to here, by the way. And the screwdriver just goes right to it. I mean, sorry for... Yeah, that's meant to be 3-ply, that. And it's just coming away. That is just wrong in so many ways. You can't really see it because of the light conditions, but that is just absolutely terrible. Let's hope that's just the worst one. You can see it's all still soaking down there. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. No, you can leave that in here. Ow, I've just banged my head. Right, I'm not sure if you can see this. That is white mould growing on wet wood. Now watch how wet this is. Watch this. Barely touched it, and it's just... Look at that. That is all just rotting away. And it's just falling away. Right, so I'm not sure if you can see me there due to the poor light or anything. Never mind if you can't. Just a quick discussion of what I've done today. I've took out the windows, took out the old window seals, took out all the rotten wood. It's all there on the floor. Got quite a lot done today. I've got to go and price up the wood and buy it and then start building the frames.